Hi there. It's been a while since I did a vinyl update. I've got a ton of records, and I'm going to show them, but not all. I split the pile up in two sections, and one section I'll show now, and the other one maybe next week. We'll see. I've been busy with, I guess, normal life, so I just didn't have time to make videos. I had time to watch videos, but not make them. So anyway, let's get started. This is first thing is a 7-inch that I've had for a long time. I just never got around to showing it because I always placed it somewhere where I mislaid it. Anyway, it's here. This is Multivision. That's the band. The song is called "Work to Live, Don't Live to Work." Um, when I saw this at a Goodwill, I thought it would be, 80s synth pop. Then I took the 7-inch out of its sleeve. I hope you can see it, yeah. And it says Situation, and that is a label called Situation 2, which is a label that in the late 80s, early 90s released albums by Buffalo Tom. And I thought, wow, that's an independent label. The song is from 1981. There's the other side. And I picked it up because of the label and because it was 1981. And it is a post-punk 7-inch. It's not a synth pop. It's more sort of a um, funky post-punk track, like A Certain Ratio, like Gang of Four, Liquid Liquid, pop group. It's in that vein, but it's, I guess, more poppy. But it's really really good. So I don't think these guys did an LP, but great find. Promised to show the Autechre box a little up close. Opened it, listened to it. It's freaking amazing. It's called XI. It's 4 LPs and a download code. I'm going to show it. You have the download code. It's a really thick cardboard sleeve that holds the 4 LPs. Those LPs are all placed in these inner sleeves. With the information, hope you can see it, on top. Oops. And as you guessed it, the imagery on the back, on the inner sleeve, corresponds with the imagery on the LPs, so you know which side has which songs on it. It's 2 hours and I believe 32 seconds of music, of killer music. Just amazing release by Autechre. Warp outdid themselves. Autechre outdid themselves. It's glitchy, electronic, experimental, just gorgeous. So, if you're still looking for this, get it quickly because it's nearly out of print, I believe. Okay, now the normal final finds. I got mostly Goodwill finds and then 2 trades, and a lot of it is not so good. The later portion is basically progressive music, so stick around if you want that. This one was 50 cents. It is Greetings from Timbuk 3. It's their debut album from 1986. It's got The Future So Bright You Gotta Wear Shades with Shades. which I believe is featured on the Ferris Bueller soundtrack, but I could be wrong. It's got the original IRS inner sleeve. It's got I think it's called Bloth paper, but with the lyrics on it. It is okay, but it's not what I want to keep in my collection. Yeah, it's a fun little 80s record, but nothing too spectacular. Also picked up for 50 cents the Batman soundtrack by Prince, and I was highly disappointed. This is a piece of crap. I don't like it. It's too late 80s, early 90s R&B, and I don't enjoy that. Not even the songs Party Man and Bad Dance. No, this is most definitely not what I'm looking for in Prince. The albums he did before this, they're all way better than this record. So 50 cents. That's why I tried it, but I'm not going to keep it. Also, not going to keep this. This is The Runaways, Waiting for the Night. The album they released after Sherry Currie left them. Joan Jett took over vocal duties, and she's not really that good on this album. The songs are pretty okay, I guess. It's got the original inner sleeve, but overall, her vocal delivery is meh. If you're a fan of 70s rock, you're gonna love this. But I'm not really a fan of 70s rock. Neither am I a fan of Joan Jett. So that was a fun find, and I know I can get more than 50 cents for it online. So the next record is good, also 50 cents. This is Weather Report, Tail Spinning. Saw this and had to grab it. It's my first Weather Report record. If you don't know Weather Report, jazz fusion, jazz funk fusion, great stuff. This is from 1975. It is in this horrendous CBS inner sleeve. But yeah, this is really, really good. I enjoyed this, and this most definitely gets into the collection. Also picked up this 12-inch by Steel Pulse called Sound System. Sound System. Excuse me. 2 tracks. I kind of hoped for a more dub-based sound, but it's not really. It's okay, but not really what I'm looking for in reggae music. But this is a pretty nice find, also 50 cents. The next record is a progressive record that I think I've seen Derek show and talk about. It is Todd Rundgren's Utopia, their debut album, which I really enjoyed. This is really, really good. It's on the German Bearsville label. Never had anything on that label, but this is pretty damn good. To me, correct me if I'm wrong, but this kind of sounds like Frank Zappa at times. Really enjoyed this. This is something I'm going to pursue, but not really in record stores. I'm going to hope to find more of this stuff at Goodwill or flea markets or whatever. But yeah, Utopia. Found a better copy of this record. I had the Dutch copy. That one is gone. It had writing on it. Someone's name was on it. Very huge. And then I found the US copy of Royal Bed Bouncer by Kayak, which I hear Americans talk about, the import records being nicer, but most definitely to us Europeans, they're not nicer. It's on Janus or Janus. The US copies, thicker cardboard. I like the sleeves better. The picture I could care less about. The picture on the original is also not that special, but it's got a different sleeve, and it's just a really fun up-tempo prog rock with more pop sound to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's more poppy. Really good album. The last two records are a trade. I had a bootleg by the Butthole Surfers that I gave to a good friend of mine. He's on the Facebook page, Michael. Um, he wanted to trade two records for two records, but the records I had were way higher in price, so I compensated it by giving him some hip hop records that I didn't care about. Sold one of the two records that he really wanted, but I got $20 for that. But I did get these for the Butthole Surfer records and some hip hop records I gave him. And I'm pretty excited I got these. This is Soft Machine 3rd. Double LP. It's the Dutch edition. It's on CBS. Great progressive rock with a jazz flavor to it. Killer band. Really enjoy their stuff. Hope to find more. And I also got this one. This is another really good record. Iskander by Super Sister. Gatefold Polydor. 1973 release. Comes with the original lyric insert and sort of an explanation what the album is about. It's about Alexander the Great, whose name in Persia at the time when he lived was called. I have to say that again. It's about Alexander the Great, whose name in Persia was Iskander. That's the name of this album. Progressive rock. One of the best progressive rock bands that I've heard so far from Holland. Also with a very huge jazz flavor to it. Really enjoyed this. That's what I got. I got a lot more, but I'm going to show that in a future update. Just want to keep it short. It's 12 minutes already. So I'm going to leave you guys and leave some comments. Bye-bye.